Good morning, everyone. It's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. How is everyone? I'm not going to say that I did not record the video yesterday. I actually recorded 4. I'm going to crochet in a little bit, and I also have some makes to show you. I don't have a problem being transparent to a certain degree. I have been probably more transparent with you guys than probably my therapist. Because it's easy to look into this camera and talk and say the things that I wish I could say to other people. Before I get into, no, I'm going to keep it right where it is. I want to quit. I want to give up. I don't see where I'm making a difference. I do want to thank you guys for encouraging me, because even though I know since 2011 there has not been a day, unless I was hospitalized, that I haven't had a hook in my hand and some yarn, and trying to keep up with you all has helped me to get a lot accomplished, and I thank you for that. But I look at last year when I donated not last year, earlier this year, all those hats that I made in April, all the scrunchies, all the ear warmers, the wristies, I donated them. Those that I didn't sell, I donated them. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't. That's not where that big sad spot in me comes from. The big sad spot comes in where, when I feel super challenged by an outer entity, I don't run away. I keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And when I need help, I ask for it. But when it doesn't come, and I get to the point that I start to feel defeated, I feel a sense of worthlessness. And trust me, I'm going through something in my life that already makes me feel worthless. I know me. I know the kind of person I am. I know that I will give my last to a stranger just to make sure they're okay. I might even share my poem with you today. I did it on a live, but it'll give you a sense of who I am. I'm frustrated with myself because I know I'm smart. I know I'm smart. You don't go through college courses coming out with 4.0s, specialty courses 4.0s, trade schools 4.0s. You don't do that on a whim. I can sit down and read something that interests me and tell you all about it for years. I retain that kind of knowledge. So I said all of that to say, one of the things that took me so long to start a YouTube channel is because I didn't feel educated enough about it. Computers scare me because I don't understand the jargon. And to say that out loud makes me feel dumb. And I'm not dumb. Whew. I need help. I need help so I can help. I know y'all have heard me say 1,000 times, I'm on a fixed income. I am. I get a disability check. They are taking about 1/6 of that check to cover what another insurance was supposed to cover. And because my city government office, the Hampton Department of Human Services, Social Services, dropped the ball and didn't put the information in the computer. I've had monies taken away from me that I couldn't afford to have taken away. And it has really thrown us into a loop. Can you imagine budgeting y'all? Our rent is, you might as well say, $1,500. All I have to contribute to that is $960. I mean, even if we split the rent in half, there's still the electric bill, there's the Wi-Fi bill, there's the water bill, there are the streaming services. But my daughter is so gracious. She is so great that she says, Mom, I'll take care of the rent if you can cover everything else. She's the one who says how much I can spend on yarn. I didn't have a yarn haul this time because she said no yarn. But guys, I'm not trying to compete with anybody. That's not what this is all about. I want to be able, I want to live. I've watched my health deteriorate 2 years in these 2000s. In 2021 and this year. Since April, I had a real bad coughing spell. And I passed out. I was out for over an hour. And when I came to, my head and my hips hurt. I didn't understand it. So my daughter sent me to the hospital. In the nervousness, my chest started hurting. I'm a heart patient, of course. I'm getting taken in right away. They did everything. Nothing's wrong with my chest. Nothing's wrong with my hips. But they found a knot on my head that I had a concussion. Nobody understands how I got a knot on the back of my head if I'm sitting in the chair and it appears that I've fallen forward. So evidently I passed out before I fell. I don't know, but I had a knot in the back of my head and stayed in the hospital for almost a week recovering from a concussion. Came home. Don't have major issues behind it, but I get upset when I'm trying to think of certain words to say. I try to hide it for you all, and I try to hide it from everybody. But when I know that I know simple words and they don't come, and I know that a year ago I didn't have this problem, then it gets real frustrating and it gets scary. I want to quit, but I can't because I don't have that spirit. But I need help. I need help. I don't know how to get through it. I look at my videos and I'm like, oh my God, they look so raggedy and generic. just need help with the editing. I know I've been putting out here lately about buy me a coffee and birthday wish list and the Christmas wish list and all that good stuff, but and it's funny because my birthday wish list, all I want is yarn. All I want is yarn. And my Christmas wish list, I want to restock my Bath and Body Works supplies. I don't, for years, I used to ask everybody, especially when I worked at 7-Eleven, people would ask me, what do you want for your birthday? $5 from everybody I know. That's it. I don't want a lot. Don't even bother with a card. Don't look for gifts. $5 from everybody I know. And little did they know what I wanted that $5 for from everybody was to help my mama pay bills. I didn't want anybody to come in and help pay bills. If I just could get $5 from everybody I knew, I could get my mama straight, and we wouldn't have to keep waiting every 2 weeks for me to get a paycheck. There were times that I got my paycheck and I would give it all to my mom. And living right around the corner from the job, I'd have to walk to work, 2 cars in the yard. We didn't have a gas. I drove to work one night and just joking with a guest, a guy named Paul. He comes in and he's like, you okay? And I said, yeah. And I asked him, I said, do me a favor if you will. That's my car right there. Can you back my car over to pump number 10? He says, okay. And out of the goodness of his heart, he says to me, put $20 in it. And he gives me the card. And I said, no, don't do that. He said, I'm serious. Put $20 on it. I'll put $20 worth of gas in your car. I've been blessed like that, and I'm grateful. Please don't think I'm not grateful, because I am. 110 subscribers. You guys have no idea how fulfilling that is to me. I mean, the fear that I had in starting this channel, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to feel like a complete failure if I get up there and I only have like 10 subscribers, and that's family. When it got to be 100, I was so ecstatic. You have no idea. I was just, my mind was like, whew. So if there's anybody out there that can help me with this editing thing, I have downloaded things and I don't understand what I'm reading. I really don't. I don't understand computer jargon. And it's just like with my phone. When I run into a problem with my phone, I'll sit there and piddle with it and play with it. And when it gets to the point that I feel defeated, I'm like, okay, well, I know what I know. It must not be meant for me to know it. Because when I ask my oldest daughter, who's the one who's computer savvy, kind of, I'll ask her to help me through it. She takes it and zip, 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 zip. There you go. I'm like, but you haven't taught me anything. I don't want to keep coming to you for this. Because this is exactly what I don't want. I don't want you to do it for me. I want you to talk me through it so I'll know how to do it myself. When I first got a computer, I got my first computer in 99. A wonderful man that I call my brother, he's my boobala. When he gave me the computer, he sat down. He took about 4 hours of his time and sat down at that computer and showed me how to connect all the components. 99, you know, you had the big monitor, you had the keyboard, the mouse pad, you had the hard drive, you know, you had the works. And at that point I didn't have a printer too, thank God, but he showed me all the components of everything, how to insert the discs, how to eject them, everything. I had to turn that computer on and off so many times. When it came time to clean the disk, he would, or the disk storage, I forgot what that thing was, but when it came time for that, he came over that first time and he sat down and he talked me through how to do it. So, and I'll never forget one time I belonged to Pogo, the gaming site, and Carol, I called her Mama Carol, and I didn't know how to clean my cache, and she taught me through it, and I was able to do it. So those things that I was taught through and able to do, I knew how to do it. Anything that looks like it's edited on my videos is as a result of me piddling and playing around with it. But when I get to a point that there are things that I want to edit out, I know that there are a pair of scissors down there that say cut. But what ends up happening, I lost a whole half a video one time trying to figure out how to splice out a little section. And I didn't know how to do it, and the only thing I know how to do is pause and come back, pause and come back. But if it pauses too long on this Chromebook or on my phone, once it blacks out, that's the end of the video. So I end up having to re-record a lot of things. And it's like, I don't remember what I said in the last one. Even if I write it down, there's always some ad-libbing done that I think is important. And I miss it. I lose it. And I just, oh God. You're gonna be alright. So, you guys, please keep Lisa in your prayers. Lisa from Happy to Hook. She's got a craft show coming up the first weekend of October, 3-day event that she's got. And bless her heart, she's working her fingers to the bone. I understand completely. Our cal for this month, you know that I finished the first basket and I was working on the second one, a rainbow basket for Oompa. I finished it. I finished this like 2 days ago. And then you heard me say that even though I was giving her the other basket, both the kids had some extra toys, and I wanted them to have those. So I also wanted to make sure I incorporated all the colors that I had for Oompa. So I made her another basket. So she's going to have her 3 baskets. And I couldn't let her have 3 baskets without Pete having a 3rd basket. So Pete has a 3rd basket. So it's not like I'm not busy. Like I said, you guys have motivated me more than you can ever imagine. I've taken this blanket and I'm adding to it. My hopes are to donate 6 Boggy Creek blankets. So this is the first one. Well, this is one of the 6. I don't know which one is furthest along, but I'm going to continue with the border with green, yellow, and white until it's big enough. This one is going to be square, of course, so it's going to be a 40 by 40. And I think you guys remember this one, which this is not going to be a square. It's going to be a rectangle. It's going to be 30 by 50. Never did move my stitch marker up, but I have been working on it. I love the pattern on this. I think I told you all that I want to design 5 beach blankets. For smaller people, they call them beach towels. For beautiful size girls, we call them beach towels. So, I mean beach blankets. So I love this pattern. It's just front posts and back posts, or like huge waffles. So I want to, I think that's going to be one of those patterns for a beach blanket. This one is done with the gnome. The other baby blanket, the yellow, green, and white one, is basically Temu yarn, but the border is Mainstay. I caked it up. Yeah, it's Mainstay. The yellow and green are Mainstay, and the white is going to be Karen 1 pound. I don't think I have the other one close enough. Have to use my shoehorn to reach it. I didn't get very far on this one because I know that it'll work up in no time. It too is going to be a rectangle. But this one, and if I'm not mistaken, this is Mainstay as well. And these are the variegated pinks. You know, when I look at it, I can kind of see the pattern going, and I think it's so cute. It's like I don't want to stop with this one, but I am gonna break the monotony with watermelon, which is closer to this pink, closer to that pink right there. So that's 3 of them that you've seen. Oh, and then the 3 that you haven't seen that I actually started some time ago. And yesterday, I think I told you I had been using my bathroom as a storage space for a while. But yesterday when I went to the bathroom, I ran into 3 squares that I had started. And I was like, they were too big to throw away. That's why I never threw them away. But I knew I wasn't going to really, they weren't going anywhere at that time. So this is one of them. This is like khaki in the middle. And of course, country rose and claret. All of this is Karen 1 pound. All of this is Karen 1 pound. And it's going to be completed with Karen 1 pound. And it's going to be more claret. I think I'm out of the country rose. I think that's all depleted now. So it's going to be claret, khaki, and brown from here. I added the claret last night. I had added brown. I did like 6 rows of brown from here. I frogged like that much of it. All of this, all of that was in it. Yeah, and this was put back. And there's still a little more of the claret that was in it that I took out. Am I getting the right one? Nope, this one. So there is some more country rows. Okay. Just not enough to finish the next row. So I stopped there. Okay, so that's 4. Oh. I am missing one. I don't know where it is. Okay, so the yarn. I don't know where the other one is. There's another green one. It's this color. I mean, it's the pattern in the middle is like this. This was my own design. The inspiration for this design, I know it's over here somewhere. There's a lot going on right here. But the inspiration for that one came from this one. This one started as I think it was Journey to the Center of the Earth, which was a crochet along by Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. And I didn't give up on it. I didn't want to take this out because I fell in love with this part of it. And my initial plan was to make 9 of these and make a blanket or a throw. But I wanted to complete the crochet along, and I ended up making the colors. I didn't think the green gave it the justice that it needed. So I got all different shades. I mean, variegated, light blue, royal blue, blue. I got all of those, and I made that Journey to the Center of the Earth blanket for my daughter. Her favorite color is blue. So, like I said, there is another one, and it's green and like the rose colored one that I showed you. So those will be the 6 blankets. I know that I have until February to do this, but my plan is to have them done before December 2nd. I really want to have at least one completed by the end of the month, along with the crochet alongs I have planned for the rest of the year. The one coming up in October, mine is going to be basically orange, black, white, green, purple. I think that's where I'm going with that one. And what I want to do is make a runner for my dresser and my nightstand. And I want to make miniature baskets. I had so much fun making the baskets, guys. But I want to make miniature baskets. And what I want them for, these are some of my favorites. I love Bath and Body Works. But their candles are amazing, and they last a long time. And when they burn completely out, what I had been doing until the decision was made yesterday is throwing the container away. But they're like real pretty decorative containers, but I don't have any 2 that match. So what I want to do is make fitted baskets to hold them in, and they become like trinket jars. I want to keep the tops to them so that, you know, whatever is in it can be protected. I have no idea at this point what's going to go in it. But I know that I use things like that for my dresser. I also want to make a cover for my jewelry box that my mother left for me. So I got a lot of little things that I want to do for October. I have fallen in love with making cakes. I have just gone ape duty over making cakes. Everywhere I look, I pull open this drawer, there is a cotton cake. It's purple, white, and yellow. Don't know what it's going to be yet. I really want to get some more cotton and make. And I've fallen in love thanks to Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches. And I say that with nothing but love, sis. But I have fallen in love with making apparels. And when I grow up, I want to be just like my sister Lisa, even though she's not. These are not biological. For anybody that's just watching, I grew up an only child. I found out 7 years ago that I had 3 brothers and a sister, and there are possibly another set of twin boys out there somewhere. I had the wonderful occasion of meeting my sister and one of my brothers. And when my oldest brother expressed interest in meeting me, unfortunately the meeting never happened. He passed away from cancer. But I wish that I had a relationship with my siblings. So it's like I found out that I'm not an only child, and we met and it was beautiful, and I don't even think that lasted a year before I felt like I was just a complete outcast. Like I told you, there have been so many things in my life that have just made me feel worthless. I feel leave that there. But yeah, like I said, I got a lot of little things going on. I still have not decided. I know for November I want to make a serving tray like the bottom of the baskets, but I wanted at first I wanted it oval. I wanted it kind of large and oval, but I'm looking at more towards rectangular now. I'm not sure. I'm going to work with that a little while and see how I feel and what I come up with. But it's going to, of course, to be flat on the bottom, and it's going to have about a 3 to 4 inch siding around. I wanted to try to make the little plants, the little crochet plants, to go inside of it. I want to try. That part is not a promise. I might take my decorative jars from Halloween. I can tell you those are going to be in purple because my room, the decor in my room is like teal and aqua and purple and lavender. So I stick with the purples and greens and blues. So we shall see. But yeah, I know I wanted to make that, and I wanted to do like pillows for the bar stools. So that would be 4 pillows and the basket for November. Along with working on the blankets. And then in December, that's birthday month. I will be doing crochet alongs because, like I said, unless I was hospitalized and could not have my hand on the hook and yarn in my other hand, there's not been a day since 2011 that I haven't had a hook and yarn in my hand. And I don't plan to stop just because it's my birthday. And then right after that, it's my youngest daughter's birthday, and my oldest daughter has already told me that she's sending me away for my birthday. I don't know where. I pray it's Texas. Please let it be Texas. Send me to San Antonio, Texas, to spend whatever time you're giving me, Nikki, with your brother, my son, because I haven't seen him in 4 years, and this is my son. So we're throwing that out there in the universe. We want the universe to grab this and not only put it on Nikki's heart, but put it in her mind and have her to send her mama to Texas so she can spend whatever time, I hope at least a week, with her brother. So y'all help me throw vibes over there, okay? I appreciate that. But yes, so I have a lot that I want to work on. I do want to become monetized. I do. I want to feel again like a productive member of society. You know, even if I just make enough to go along with my check to cover the rent. I understand my daughter is covering the rent. I get that. But it's more than just the utility bill, the Wi-Fi, it's more than just those. The insurance that I have does give me I have United Health, so they give me the U card, which gives us a certain amount of benefits, and yes, $145 in food stamps. Even if that were just for me, our 40 case of water is like $7 now. I remember when it used to be 3 and change, but that's neither here nor there. But it's $7. A 40 pack of water will last me approximately 5 or 6 days. So 5 of those, take it 6 days. 5 of those is $30. $115 doesn't sound bad for groceries, does it? Bull. You know, I'm a grandmother. When food comes in the house, I will not eat so that my grandkids can eat. If I tell y'all what I've had to eat for the past 3 days, somebody would come over here and kick me square in my hind parts. They would, because they would be like, you know better. But I want to make sure the grandkids eat. Day before yesterday, I had grits and sardines. Yesterday, I had Vienna sausages and crackers. Last night, I had grits and sausage. I have not eaten yet today. I'm about to take my medicine today. I had a cup of coffee. I'm calling the cream of breakfast. I will not eat until the kids get in. We have what I plan to make for them when they first get in is sausage and grits. Mind you, these are the instant grits. That's their snack, so to speak. And then from there, we have 2 very small packages of ground beef. I'm going to try to make that with some gravy and rice. And we got some Great Northern beans up there, canned beans. I don't really care for them, but that's what we got. And we're going to make that do for dinner. I have been playing games on my phone. Yesterday I was able to make $1.15. The day before that I was able to make 80 cents. So far today I have 27 cents. You see where this is going. And I have enough to get a pack of bologna. Now I'm playing games to get a loaf of bread to go with it. And all of this is going to be, I'm holding out until the beginning of the month, but that's why I want to be monetized. I've worked since I was 5 years old, and I don't have a problem working for my money, but what I need is people to hit the likes, people to see the videos. And if the video is not attractive, if it's not calling, hey, then nothing happens. Likes and views and subscribers, time watched, that's what we need. I call myself doing my homework every day, and I spend at least 4 hours of my day looking at other people's content, and it's basically to hit that like button. If it's somebody that I haven't subscribed to and it pops up, especially in the crochet community, subscribing and turning on that notification. Y'all should see the notifications I get. Of course I'm not able, and I do mine early in the day, so lots of times I miss evening lives and things like that, because when the grandkids are here, I'm basically here with and for them. But like I said, I will hit those like buttons, and I will look at the video. I will, excuse me, I try to send shout outs. Just want to pay my way. Now the last part, while we keeping it happy, I'm singing for real. It's happy in my head. So, please, everybody, keep Jennifer and Mr. Cinnamon in your prayers. basically had an auto incident very recently, and the day of the incident, Jen had some medical procedures that needed to be done, and she asked that we tell about our experiences. So Jennifer, darling, this is for you. So mammograms. I'm 60. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4. I've had 4 so far. The first one I had was in Norfolk, Virginia, at DePaul. I'm pretty sure those people that did it are not there, but I don't ever want to go back there. Oh my God, I felt so violated. I felt so violated. I never in my life have felt that violated. Jen, you were saying that they taped your nipples. I never had mine taped, but the machine now. Whereas Jen is 5'9", and it's that's amazing because my daughter's name is Jennifer as well, and she's 5'9". I'm 5'3". So Jennifer, it was the opposite for me. When I went in to get mine done, the machine was way up here and I'm way down here. They literally had to go get a step stool. They didn't have the adjustable machines at DePaul when I went. So I literally had to step up on the machine and step up on the step stool to get to the machine, and still had to stand on my tiptoes because the step stool was only 4 inches from the floor. Yep. And I was like, what do y'all do? Set these machines for Amazons? Oh my goodness. The second one that I had was done in Suffolk, Virginia, out in Harborview. And because I remembered the bad experience I had the first time, I cracked jokes the whole while I was in there. With a lot of light, Jen. You just don't know. When I get nervous, that's what I do. And I didn't have a little pink top. The lady gave me this little paper thing to cover, and I'm like, lady, ma'am, miss, these are triple G's. What am I going to do with that? I mean, I might as well just be topless. That's pointless. You know, they give it to you and tell you to keep it open in the front. It didn't have a choice. You know, they come to like right here. Put it on for what? She's like, well, if you're going to be comfortable with nothing on, I may as well be, sweetheart. This isn't covering anything. I didn't need my shoulder blades covered. I needed my girdles covered. So, we got our giggle on. She was not nearly as rough as the first person. And we got it done. The third one I had was over here at Centera Careplex. I described I'll say technician because I'm not sure of her title, to my daughter. My daughter was like, yeah, and called her by name and said, that's my girl. Okay. Well, she's not mine. She's not mine at all. I felt fondled. I didn't feel manhandled like the first lady, but I really felt, and Jen, I understand about this right here, you know, and this right here. And when they get you to stand on that machine, you got to stand like this, you know, and then they're trying to pull back on your skin. I'm like, look, hold up, just like you. let me do it. Just tell me what you need done and I'll do it for you. You know, well, what I need is thank you. You got to hold on to it and move everything back. I got you. I got this. I know my body parts. I know what it can do and what it can't do. So yeah, and then when I went earlier this year, because I get mine like the end of May, the beginning of June, I had her again, and I told her when I went in there, I said, I know you don't remember me. She says, yes I do. Yes I do. And she always gives me the big gown, and I appreciate that. But this time I had to take my scooter because I couldn't stand up. I could stand up to do, you know, but I couldn't walk. I could not. I've gotten to the point, y'all, even if I park in handicap parking, I can't walk from the parking lot across the street through the front doors of the hospital without sitting down on the way. And then to have to go stand in line to get registered and then go find a seat and then walk down to radiology and go in there, and you know, I cannot do it. I wish I could. So now I am basically getting around on my scooter when I'm not here at home. But didn't have a neck x-ray, but I've had every other kind of x-ray, and I can't have MRIs, and that's what I need. That's what I need. You know, having multiple sclerosis, it's strange. And then having multiple sclerosis when you got a pacemaker defibrillator, they're limited as to what kind of tests they can do. So they're limited as to how they can medicate you. So what I did not tell you, I think I don't know if I told you day before yesterday or not, I'm having spinal issues now. Today is better than it's been the last 2 days. Day before yesterday, I was pretty much in bed, unless I had to go to the bathroom, and I was bent over at a 90-degree angle going to the bathroom because that was the way I was sitting up in bed, and I literally had to come off the bed like I was sitting. As far as getting around, that was a wrap. That's one of the reasons I didn't eat, because I couldn't get through the house. Yesterday, my daughter had to work yesterday, so I was here, had to do it myself. So here again, you know, I have to take the scooter over to the bus stop to get the kids, which is okay. Excuse me. But from there, it's back home and back to my chair or my bed. My bed is so high. I have to lay on my bed and roll over to get in my bed and then scoop myself back up into my bed. Oh my goodness. It is a funny sight. It is a real funny sight. Oh. And my daughter laughs at me all the time, forcing me to laugh at myself. She goes, Mom, I'm going to video you one day because you look too cute. Lay on the bed, I roll over, and then I just kind of scoop on my back until I get into position. It's real funny. But there you have it. You've seen my makes. You have seen my whips. And you've seen me begging and pleading for help in editing these videos. Please, please. I got my first flag for using a song that was in the YouTube editing thing. The YouTube studio used one of their songs and they copyright flagged me. I'm like, are you serious? And so they blocked the video, but fortunately I saved that as a copy. It was one of my shorts, my last short I believe it was. So I uploaded the one that didn't have the music on it. But I'm like, this is weird. I use the music they say I can use, and they flag me. Wow. Okay. I guess it was just time for me to be flagged. But I love you guys, and that's real. I do, and I appreciate those that do watch. Please encourage your friends to watch. You know, even if they just come in and give it a like. If you have more than one YouTube page, go to your other page and come in and give me a like. You know, and those who want to subscribe, please do. Comments. I do respond to comments. And there's one thing I want to say. I think I'll email her because I wanted to make sure I got her package. I know there was a mix-up in the whole thing. When she emailed me, she was the winner of my giveaway. And when she emailed me, it went to my spam box. And I don't know why I did not check the spam box, because the same thing happened to me. I won a contest that Lisa had. And I emailed her right away. I watched the drawing and when she announced the winner. And before the video went off, I went on my phone and I emailed her right away, and it went into her spam box. So when I watched her again, she was saying that she heard from one of her winners, but not the other one. And when she said my name, I was like, but I emailed her. So being that I follow her on Facebook as well, I messaged her and asked her, did she not receive it, because I had sent that information. And she said that she was going to check her spam box, but I sent it through Messenger anyway, so that she would have it. And my little hat that I wear when I be leaving the house is right up there front with my scooter, because I put my Lisa cap on every time I go out. Made with the yarn that I won from Lisa. Lisa. Oh my goodness, you guys, I really, really do appreciate you, and I love you from the depths of my soul. I really, really do. That is so real and so true. But I need for you to love you too, because you can't love me the way I deserve to be loved if you don't love you the way you deserve to be loved. And you deserve the best, because you are the best. So until we meet again, guys, peace.